Hello students, I am Ma'am Zenny. Welcome to our online class. I am very happy to meet you all. Let us start our mathematics video tutorial. Our lesson for today is about addition and subtraction of fractions. Our objectives for this lesson are add and subtract similar fractions. Add and subtract dissimilar fractions. What is a fraction? Fraction, from a Latin fractus, which means broken. It represents a part of a whole. In the fraction 1/4, 1 is the numerator. Numerator, the part of a fraction that is above the line and signifies the number to be divided by the denominator. 4 is the denominator. The part of a fraction that is below the line, it divides the numerator. Similar fractions. Fractions with the same denominators. Examples: 1/5, 2/5, and 4/5. Look at the denominators. In 1/5, the denominator is 5. 2/5, the denominator is 5. 4/5, the denominator is 5. They have the same denominators. Number 2, 2/8, 3/8, 7/8. In 2/8, the denominator is 8. 3/8, the denominator is 8. 7/8, the denominator is 8. They have the same denominator. So that is similar fractions. Dissimilar fractions. Fractions with different denominators. Examples: number 1, 1/5, 1/6, 1/7. Look at the numerators. They have the same numerator, which is 1. Look at the denominators. In the fraction 1/5, the denominator is 5. In 1/6, the denominator is 6. In 1/7, the denominator is 7. They have different denominators. Number 2, 2/4, 5/7, 3/9. In the fraction 2/4, the denominator is 4. In 5/7, the denominator is 7. In 3/9, the denominator is 9. So they have different denominators. That is dissimilar fractions. Adding similar fractions. Step 1. Add the numerator. Step 2. Copy the denominator. Step 3. Reduce or simplify into lowest term if possible. Let us have an example. Number 1. 3/5 plus 1/5 is equal to. Step 1. Add the numerator. 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. Step 2. Copy the denominator. 5. Step 3. Reduce or simplify into lowest term if possible. 4/5 is already in the lowest term. What is lowest term? Fraction is in lowest term if the numerator and denominator are in relatively prime or no factors other than 1. So 3/5 plus 1/5 is equal to 4/5. Number 2, 5 over 12 plus 6 over 12 is equal to, add the numerator, step 1, 5 plus 6 is equal to 11. Then step 2, copy the denominator 12. 5 over 12 plus 6 over 12 is equal to 11 over 12. Number 3, 5 over 8 plus 1 over 8. 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. Then copy the denominator 8. Then reduce or simplify into lowest term. Let's find what is the highest common factor of 6 and 8. What is highest common factor? Highest common factor of two or more numbers is the largest number that can divide the numbers without any remainder, or the answer is whole number. So the highest common factor of 6 and 8 is 2. So 6 divided by 2 and 8 divided by 2 is equal to, 6 divided by 2 is equal to 3. 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4. So the lowest term of 6 over 8 is equal to 3 over 4. Number 4, 5 over 9 plus 6 over 9 is equal to, step 1, add the numerator. 5 plus 6 is equal to 11. Then copy the denominator 9. 11 over 9 is already in the lowest term, but we can change this improper fraction to mixed number. How? By dividing the numerator and the denominator. So 11 divided by 9. 11 divided by 9 is equal to 1. 1 times 9 is equal to 9. Then subtract. 11 minus 9 is equal to 2. Okay, the quotient 1, that will be our whole number. Then the remainder 2, that is the numerator. And the divisor 9, that is the denominator. So 5 over 9 plus 6 over 9 is equal to 11 over 9, or 1 and 2 over 9. Subtracting similar fractions. Step 1. Subtract the numerator. Step 2. Copy the denominator. Step 3. Reduce or simplify into lowest term if possible. Number 1. 4 over 7 minus 2 over 7 is equal to, 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. Then copy the denominator, 7. 4 over 7 minus 2 over 7 is equal to 2 over 7. Number 2. 8 over 10 minus 5 over 10 is equal to, 8 minus 5 is equal to 3. Then copy the denominator, 10. 8 over 10 minus 5 over 10 is equal to 3 over 10. Number 3. 8 over 9 minus 5 over 9 is equal to, 8 minus 5 is equal to 3. Then copy the denominator, 9. The common factor or highest common factor of 3 and 9 is 3. So 3 divided by 3 and 9 divided by 3. is equal to 3 divided by 3 is equal to 1. 9 divided by 3 is equal to 3. So the lowest term of 3 over 9 is equal to 1/3. 8 over 9 minus 5 over 9 is equal to 1/3. Adding dissimilar fractions. Step 1. Multiply the denominator. Step 2. Cross multiply. Step 3. Add the products of step 2. Step 4. Reduce or simplify into lowest term if possible. Let us have an example. 2/3 plus 1/4 is equal to, first step, multiply the denominators. 3 times 4 is equal to 12. Step 2, cross multiply. Multiply the numerator of the first fraction by the denominator of the second fraction. 2 times 4 is equal to 8. Then add. Next, multiply the denominator of the first fraction by the numerator of the second fraction. 3 times 1 is equal to 3. Step 3, add the products of step 2. 8 plus 3 is equal to 11. Then copy the denominator. 2/3 plus 1/4 is equal to 11 over 12. Number 2, 1/2 plus 3 over 7 is equal to. Step 1, multiply the denominators. 2 times 7 is equal to 14. Step 2, cross multiply. Multiply the numerator of the first fraction by the denominator of the second fraction. 1 times 7 is equal to 7. Next, multiply the denominator of the first fraction by the numerator of the second fraction. 2 times 3 is equal to 6. Then step 3, add the products of step 2. 7 plus 6 is equal to 13. Then copy the denominator. 1 over 2 plus 3 over 7 is equal to 13 over 14. Number 3, 4 over 5 plus 2 over 6. First step, multiply. 5 times 6 is equal to 30. Then, 4 times 6 is equal to 24. Next, 5 times 2 is equal to 10. The next step, add 24 plus 10 is equal to 34. Then copy the denominator 30. Then simplify 34 over 30 into the lowest term. The highest common factor of 34 and 30 is 2. So 34 divided by 2 and 30 divided by 2. 34 divided by 2 is equal to 17. 30 divided by 2 is equal to 15. 17 over 15 is already in the lowest term. So this is improper fraction. We can change it into mixed number by dividing numerator and the denominator. So 17 divided by 15. So 17 divided by 15 is equal to 1. 15 times 1 is equal to 15. Then, subtract. 17 minus 15 is equal to 2. Then remember, the quotient 1, this is the whole number. Then the remainder 2, this will be the numerator. And the divisor 15, this is the denominator. So 4 over 5 plus 2 over 6 is equal to 17 over 15 or 1 and 2 over 15. Next, subtracting dissimilar fractions. Step 1, multiply the denominators. Step 2, cross multiply. Step 3, subtract the products of step 2. Step 4, reduce or simplify into lowest term if possible. Let us have an example. 2/3 minus 1/5 is equal to. Step 1, multiply the denominators. 3 times 5 is equal to 15. Then step 2, cross multiply. Multiply the numerator of the first fraction by the denominator of the second fraction. 2 times 5 is equal to 10. Next, multiply the denominator of the first fraction by the numerator of the second fraction. 3 times 1 is equal to 3. Then, step 3, subtract the products of step 2. 10 minus 3 is equal to 7. Then, copy the denominator, 15. 2/3 minus 1/5 is equal to 7 over 15. Number 2, 2/5 minus 1/4 is equal to, multiply the denominators 5 and 4. 5 times 4 is equal to 20. Then cross multiply. 2 times 4 is equal to 8 minus 5 times 1 is equal to 5. Then subtract 8 minus 5 is equal to 3. Then copy the denominator, 20. 2/5 minus 1/4 is equal to 3 over 20. Number 3, 5 over 6 minus 1/4 is equal to 6 times 4 is equal to 24. 5 times 4 is equal to 20 minus 6 times 1 is equal to 6. Then subtract 20 minus 6 is equal to 14. Then copy the denominator, 24. Common factor of 14 and 24 is 2. 14 divided by 2, 24 divided by 2. 14 divided by 2 is equal to 7. 24 divided by 2 is equal to 12. 5 over 6 minus 1 over 4 is equal to 7 over 12. Number 4, 2/3 minus 3/5 is equal to, multiply 3 times 5 is equal to 15. 2 times 5 is equal to 10. Then 3 times 3 is equal to 9. Then subtract 10 minus 9 is equal to 1. Then copy the denominator 15. 2/3 minus 3/5 is equal to 1 over 15. Look at this figure. It looks like a butterfly. So the method we are using for adding and subtracting dissimilar fraction is the butterfly method. Math check for understanding. Perform the indicated operations. Number 1, 4 over 7 plus 2 over 7 is equal to 6 over 7. Number 2, 9 over 10 minus 6 over 10 is equal to 3 over 10. Number 3, 6 over 12 plus 3 over 12 is equal to 9 over 12. Then reduce or simplify into lowest term. That is 3 over 4 or 3/4. Number 4, 5, 3 over 5 plus 2 over 7 is equal to 31 over 35. Number 5, 2 over 3 minus 4 over 9 is equal to 6 over 27. Simplify into lowest term. That is equal to 2 over 9.
That's all for today. Once again, this is Ma'am Zenny saying mathematics is not about numbers, equations, computations, or algorithms. It is about understanding. This quote is from William Paul Thurston. Please don't forget to like and subscribe para updated ka sa lessons and video tutorials natin. You can also share this video tutorial with your friends. See you in our next lesson. Bye!